This is my 200 unit property spreadsheet. This comes with a lot of new features like owner payouts and contributions, security deposit tracking, late payment tracking. So let's check it out. Hi everyone, this is Meeta. Thank you for joining me for this demo. This is my 200 unit property management tracker, and this can be set up for your exact property configuration. For example, you can have one building with 10 units, another building with 20 units, some single family homes, and so on. The spreadsheet has two dashboards, a unit dashboard and a main dashboard. In the unit dashboard, you get to see your total income, expenses, profit margin on a monthly basis and on a year-to-date basis for each of your units and for each of your buildings. As you can see, you get to see the total income, operating expenses, net operating income, other expenses, total expenses, profit margin. And then you also get a breakdown by month for each of the units. Then you get a breakdown by expenses by month for each unit. You get a breakdown by income source like rent, late fees, laundry, parking, storage, application fees, and so on, again for each unit. You also get a breakdown of all of your operating expenses for each unit and for each building. Going down, you have your other expenses, depreciation, mortgage interest, capital expenses. You also get to see the monthly owner payouts for each property, owner contributions, late payments for each property, for each unit, security deposits, any balance brought forward, any deposits received, paid, and on hand. The main dashboard gives you a summarized view of all of your properties, and you also get to see the metrics of each property, such as your return on investment, cap rate, occupancy rate, investment, current value. You get a breakdown by a month for your income for each property, expenses for each month, income sources, operating expenses. This is for each property, and as well as your owner payouts for each property, owner contributions, any late payments, and your security deposits. Next, we head over to the income tab, and this is where you would be entering all your income transactions for all your properties. You would enter the date, choose the property, so unit 5, choose the income category, rent, enter the amount, and then you can even choose whether the rent is late or not. Choose yes if it is. You can enter the tenant name if you like. If it's a long-term tenant, there is no need because you would be recording this in the property sections settings tab. But say you also have short-term tenants, then this becomes very useful. Enter the tenant name, enter the start and end dates of the rental period and the next rent due date. If you have a new tenant, you can enter the security deposit you've received over here. And if you have issued a security deposit to a tenant who's leaving, you can enter it in this column. And all of this will get summarized for you in the dashboard. Coming to the expenses tab, again, you can enter all of your expense transactions for all of your properties in this one tab. Simply enter the date, say April 7. Choose the property. It could be a unit or the whole building. Let's say it's unit 1. And let's say we have expenses of cleaning of $50. You can even choose a vendor, and this drop down list is automatically created from the vendor settings, and you can enter notes. Then we come to the owner payouts and contributions tab. Over here you would enter all of your owner payouts and contributions. You can also enter the payment type, whether it's a bank deposit or a check. Enter the check number, who you paid it to or it was paid by, the notes. So say you enter a date, April 1st, and say it's for property 1, and you made a payout of $5,000 to the owner. And you can choose the payment type, bank deposit, enter a check number, and say it was paid to A. Harrison. and you can enter any notes. A printable profit and loss statement is automatically generated for each of your main buildings. Now we come to the HOA fixed expenses tab. This is very useful if you have a fixed homeowners association amount that you would be paying on a monthly basis for a property. You would simply enter the amount over here, and this will get auto-populated for each of the months and will show up in your dashboard as well. Next we come to the taxes tracker. Over here you would enter the tax due date for a property. You can enter the tax amount, the amount paid, and the balance due gets automatically calculated. The days remaining get shown and the days overdue. So over here we have a date of December 7th, so there are 116 days remaining. I'm recording this on August 13th and say the tax due date is August 20th. As you can see, it turns yellow. So anytime the number of days remaining are less than 30, the days remaining number will turn yellow, as will the tax due date. Now say we have passed the due date, say it was June 4th, you'll see it gets highlighted in red. The days remaining are 0 and the days overdue get highlighted in red and show as 70. Similar to the taxes tracker, we have an insurance due date tracker. You would enter your insurance due date over here, the insurance amount, any amount you've paid, and the balance gets automatically calculated. The days remaining, days overdue also get calculated. As you can see, a date of August 30 is showing in yellow and a date of July 1 is showing in red because it's overdue. Then we have a maintenance tab which comes pre-filled with some maintenance items for each season, and you can record the maintenance that has been done for each unit simply by typing a yes or a no. Then we come to the property settings tab, and over here you would be entering your property address and assigning a property code. I can set this up for you based on your property configuration, like say you have one building with 10 units, another building with 5 units, and so on. I'll be happy to do that for you. And you can enter other information in this settings sheet, such as folio number, rent, tenant name, start, end dates, deposit. You can enter the security deposit balance brought forward, and this will also show up in your dashboard. You can enter your previous tenant information as well. You can also enter additional information on the property, such as the purchase date, price, down payment, remodeling, other purchase costs, and this will automatically calculate the total investment. You can enter your property value, and if you enter the number of units occupied, you'll get the occupancy rate. And the information that you entered about the property will feed into the dashboard and give you your metrics such as return on investment, your cap rate, occupancy rate, investment, and current value. You can also track the rent due date. Simply enter the next month's due date after receiving this month's rent payment. If it becomes overdue, it will show the number of days overdue and highlight it in red. In the main settings tab, you can enter your name, change the fiscal period if you like, and you can change the income categories that are pre-filled over here as well as the expense categories simply by going and typing into the boxes. For example, I will be leaving a link to the spreadsheet in the description and comment section below. You can also find it at my website, moneyusage.com. If you have any comments and questions, please leave them below, and I'll catch you on my next video.